Google. Set light red.
Alright, changing 3 lights to red.
Alright, welcome back everybody. As you can see, I have the new Ouija board here. This is going to be a bit of a, not a mishmash, but this is going to be a very interesting one because I'm not actually going to end up touching the Ouija board or using it per se. I'm more going to be investigating whatever may be attached to it. Because this was supposed to be a quote unquote haunted Ouija board, and it's being used. Not the previous owner that I got it from told me that he got it used it. Now before I take it out of the box, it's 2:47, so I'm starting this a little bit early, but I don't see much of an issue with that. So I'm going to take it out of the box. Like I said, I'm going to be investigating the board more than anything else. Now, it did come with a couple different items as well. I don't know if I want to set the planchette so it can move or just the way it is for now. Okay, now I think the first thing I actually want to start with is going to be a quick little EMF session because everything is real quiet right now. I don't remember how to turn this thing on. There we go. Okay. Record. I am going to set this down on the board. It's right there. Is there anything present that is attached to this Ouija board in front of me? If there's something here, can you say your name into the device? Okay. If you have any messages for anyone, can you say it into the device here? Now I'm still relatively unfamiliar with using doing EMFs, so I'm not 100% sure what to look for just yet, but I'll probably overlay this audio so you can all hear it. Okay, I'm going to stop that recording. That is saved. And I'm going to now actually turn this off. I don't particularly want to try opening anything with this, but I'm not. That's all I'm doing. I'm not moving the planchette before I end out. I will be moving it to goodbye, just in case. It is now 2:51. Heard it tap. I'm not 100% sure. So I have that in the wrong spot. Oops. I apologize, everybody. Okay. I'm more curious tonight to use Spirit Talker over Necrophonic to see if we can get a more accurate communication. So I'm going to set my phone on the board. Move my phone slightly. Now, if the planchette moves at all, I've done nothing. There's no rigging. You all saw the bottom of it. There's nothing. I've done nothing to this planchette. And I showed you all underneath where the board is sitting currently, so you've all seen there's no mechanics, there's no magnets or anything. I know that's a very classic way of faking it, but I want to show you guys I'm not about that. Okay, so Spirit Talker should be ready. One thing I forgot to check. Yes, okay, synced up. Okay. My roommate snoring. I open communications with anything that is connected to this Ouija board. Can you move the planchette or speak through the device to communicate with me? Okay, that's a first. Both candles are moving like crazy, and there's no airflow. At least there shouldn't be. I have my window open. Oops, which I do. Okay, I should close my window, so I debunk that real quick. Go away, Discord.
I'm not playing games.
I'm not playing games either. That's a very ominous first thing to get out of Spirit Talker tonight. Not sure what time it is now. Is there something here attached to this Ouija board? Yes or no? I know Spirit Talker can say yes or no. I'm not playing games though. First thing that comes out. As you can all see, I'm well away from the board. I'm away from the table, so I will not be affecting
Connie.
Connie. Is that your name? Is your name Connie? don't get many names out of Spirit Doctor. I really don't. Hmm. Can you tell me, is there something negative attached to this board? I have two highly sensitive microphones running right now. One has a red light on top of it you can speak into. The other is just
Past.
over there, past. Past. Connie, are you one of the past owners of this board? Okay, I'm feeling weird. Like, I'm feeling a weird energy. Like it's trying to come up on me. And like almost every old injury on my right side is starting to hurt as well, which it's not very pleasant. Could be from me putting weight on it, but
Good evening.
Good evening. Yes. I have no idea what time it is. Hey Google, what time is it? Let's find out.
2:58 a.m.
Okay, it's 2:58. So it's almost 3 a.m. Usually when things peak for me is right around 3 a.m. Now I'm not very comfortable working with Ouija boards, everybody. Typically, I would not.
Patricia.
Patricia. That's a very old name. Is something trying to communicate that is attached to one of my dolls? If so, please go back to your vessel. Okay, this is really weird. It's almost like both the candles are almost like swirling. Yeah, they're both slowly swirling around the wick in the same direction. It's really weird. Okay, well, I'm going to stop this set of communications and set up for something else. Is there anything you would like to say or do?
Johnson.
Johnson. Okay, we got Patricia before that, so okay, that's interesting. I don't know if there's somebody out there with the name Patricia Johnson. If so, somebody let me know if that ends up being your name down in the comments below, or if you knew someone with that name. I've never gotten like a first and last name out of Spirit Talker before, so this is just getting fairly interesting for me.
I died suddenly.
You died suddenly. Can you tell me, are you starting to figure out the device? Maybe that's why my right side is feeling weird. Maybe it's sitting. Are you sitting next to me?
It's very lonely here.
I'm sorry.
Be wary of him.
Be wary of who? Be wary of who? Can you please tell me, is there a negative entity here? I've never had quick succession with Spirit Talker like that, especially after asking the question. Patricia, are you still here? Be wary of him. I wonder. Hey Google, what time is it?
It's 3:02 a.m.
Okay. That's really interesting. So I asked roughly a minute, maybe a minute and a half after. So that would have put it right around that 3 a.m. mark. That I may have gotten those replies. That's really interesting.
Argue.
Are you arguing the time? Or are you arguing with somebody? As you can probably tell tonight, everybody, I've got protection on both wrists. It's just there's a part of me that does believe in that duality of good balancing of good and evil balancing out, and it's kind of how I view my body. And so I feel if I don't have protection on both wrists, I feel like I'm leaving myself open to something, and I feel much stronger and more grounded with both of these around the one, each on one wrist. So I know I very rarely cover that. Okay, but Spirit Talker's gone quiet, so I'm going to stop Spirit Talker and going to very quickly clear my phone. Spirit Talker's the only thing. Okay, now I'm going to use Necrometer. This is still a bit of a interesting device or program, I should say. This did not ask for any permissions for my phone, so it's not using my mic, it's not using any files other than the files it wrote for itself to work. So and there is a very surprisingly very sensitive magnetic interference uh, meter on it, which which you might be able to see from the overhead cam up there. But yeah, I've let my phone sit. I've let Necrometer calibrate itself. So I'm going to turn this on to text. It's not. There we go.
Right leg.
Jesus. I keep forgetting how sudden this is sometimes. So it gets me. Okay. It's interesting that it said right leg though, because before I was saying my old injuries were starting to hurt on my right side, and one of my injuries was I actually seriously rolled my right ankle in sports. So, and that even started hurting, which that was well over 10 years ago. So it's more or less healed. Okay. Is there something here that can communicate with me through this? beach, but don't understand anything that's coming out of that. Buried. 80. Should this board have stayed buried? Now, I'm not 100% sure on how old this board actually is. And I don't believe I even asked. I'll be covering the story behind it, or at least what I know behind it from the previous owner. Could be wrong, but I think the planchette may have actually moved ever so slightly when I put my phone down. Or went to alter it and whatnot. So if that's moved, I'm pretty sure that was when I put my phone down. Is there something here that can communicate with me? I'm looking for clear communication. Focus your energy on the device. Structure. Structure. I mean, this is technically sitting on a wood structure. If you want to get technical, but I know not a lot of people do. I need more than random words. Random tap off in the corner. Can't really explain that away. Okay, I'm still unfamiliar with necrometer. Is there something attached to this board that wants to communicate with me? At this point, I'm not giving you an option. I want an answer. Okay, well, like I said, I do not understand necrometer very well. How is my bed charged? Sorry, I should not be throwing farting around. Okay, everybody, I'm going to be opening Necrophonic. I know this seems to be my go-to app, but this is the one I know. It's the one I'm familiar with. I know it's loud. I know it's this, that, and the other thing, but it's the one that just works for me. Okay, I'm gonna turn on Necrophonic. Okay. Is there anything here attached to this? What am I hearing? Is there something here that can speak to me that is attached to this board? My name is Ross. I do not wish you any harm or malice. I did hear a hi in there. I heard see. I think I heard like see a man. My name is Ross. I only wish to communicate with you through this device. If you can move the planchette, be my guest. Can you tell me your name? I'm feeling really, really weird. What is here that's communicating with me, or trying to? Tell me what you actually are. Come on, tell me what you actually are. I want solid proof. I've heard so many names. I've heard this. I've heard that. I've heard demon. I've heard two very high demons. I want to know what's here. Am I speaking to what is attached to the board? Come on. Give me an answer. What is here? I heard we're here. Okay, how many of you are there? I heard whatever's attached to this board, like, showing itself. Can you cast a shadow? Or is it too bright in here? Cast a shadow where one of the cameras can see. On this, how about this? Cast a shadow on this back white wall. Fly actually just heard some glass move. Okay, what is here? Answer me. I give you permission to use my energy. Are you behind me? My name is Ross. This is my home. This is my room. I have final say here. I would like to know your name. I swear something just touched my arm. Felt like I was just like this, and then it was down here, like a flick. It did say behind me. Okay. That was cool. Probably not the reaction it was hoping for, but that was cool. Do you like touching more than you like doing anything else? Oh, bloody planes. I've heard leave a number of times tonight. Are you done with me? Are you tired of me? Keep thinking that planchette. Bug. Can you say your name? Alright, well, I'm going to stop necrophonic. Heard right at the end there, friend. I'm not sure about... Oh, my phone is giving me issues. Alright, everybody. I'm actually going to be using... Okay, you just want... Okay. I don't particularly want recording, but we are going to use Ghost to Vox. Now, this does have a... Oh, there we go. Okay. Jesus. Okay, that was probably from me messing with it. Is there anything here that can communicate with me through the device? That's my neighbor using the bathroom. Okay, I don't know how particularly use this app, so I may get rid of it. I'm going to turn Spirit Talker back on. I need to reopen it. Whoops. Okay. Have Spirit Talker sitting there, loading up. And it appears done, so I'm going to turn Spirit Talker back on. This is sudden, so it's probably going to make me jump again. Okay, so the main name we got out of Spirit Talker the first time was Patricia. So, Patricia, can you give me a sign that you're here? Okay, everything seems to have gone dead. And I mean dead. So I'm going to close out communications. I've already stopped Spirit Talker again. It feels like things have just gone dead as well. I'm going to say goodbye on the Ouija board. Remove the planchette. Now this is going to go directly back into its box. Alrighty, thank you very much everyone for joining tonight. It was a very interesting investigation to say the least. I'm not very familiar with recording uh, a Ouija board of all things, so if it goes well and things stay relatively calm, I may play with it in the future. I'm not 100% sure yet. But I hope everybody enjoyed. If you did, please go down, consider smashing that subscribe button. The channel's growing very nicely, and I love the community, and I love seeing all the comments. So if anybody caught anything themselves tonight, go down, fill the comment section. I'm ready for that. And without further ado, everybody, I will see you all again later. Goodbye. Hey Google, set light white.
Sure. Changing 3 lights to white.
Hey Google, set recording light red.